How's it going, guys? Mike the Gaming Dad here and welcome back to the channel. So in a few of my build videos I've covered off how to level certain skills quickly. I realise though that in the more than 10 years I've been playing Skyrim, I've never actually fully maxed the Dragonborn before. What do I mean by maxed? Well, I've completed the game with 100%, but I mean taking a build all the way to level 252, which is where you unlock every perk in the game. So this is what this video is going to cover off, how to level every skill and a fast way to get every perk in the game. Now this isn't a speed run, definitely not an any percent video. There may be a few faster ways to level some skills, this is just the way I would do it. If there are any faster ways, let me know in the comments, but I hope you found this useful. So just to show you what we have got here already, as I've started the video after Helgen, we've only really been grabbing a few weapons, not many at all. And on the armour side of things, it's all light armour, remember the value to weight ratio. And that's about it really. I've not taken any food or ingredients or miscellaneous items. The only potions I've picked up are frostbite venom from the spiders, just because we can sell those. And that's our main aim right at the start here, gathering enough gold so we can start leveling our first skills. So right now it's about accumulating items. So first things first, head over this ridge just to the west, through these trees, and once past this rock turn slightly left and head south, and now just go straight ahead. Over here we will find our first skill book, which will level light armour. Pick this up and loot the chest, and then kill the 3 bandits that attack you. Follow the same process when looting them, value to weight ratio. Just take the light armour and any valuable items. Now swing a 180 and head north back up the hill, and this time stick close to the mountain on the left hand side. Once up the hill, turn west. We've come here for the armour. We aren't going to use it, but it's useful to either sell for gold or disenchant to level enchanting. The agent will also carry a random enchanted item. Now head east and grab the enchanted robes at the bandit camp. One of these bandits carries treasure map 1, which we'll also get shortly. There is also a one-handed skill book inside the tent opposite, so grab that as well. Slightly north from here are the standing stones, and the first one we will take is the thief stone. We're now going to jump down here and cross the river, and over either side, not far from Anis's cabin, we can pick up a flawless emerald which we can sell for a lot of gold. The final bit of our gold hunting mission takes us back across the river and into Embershard Mine. In here there's a smithing skill book which you can pick up if you wish. But what we want in here is right at the end, and it's a chest of gold plus the gold and jewels on the table. Now once you are back outside, we need to go mushroom picking. We are looking for more tapenella, and there are quite a few dotted around Riverwood. We only need a couple of them. I grabbed 5 in total I think, but we might only need, I think it's 2 for what we're about to do soon. If you head over the river, inside this tree trunk is the location of treasure map 1. Some more random loot inside here, which is always welcome. Once in the town of Riverwood, speak to Faendal, who will play a big part in levelling our first few skills in Skyrim. Do the dialogue regarding Camilla and say you'll deliver his letter. And now we can sell a lot of our junk to the shopkeeper. Once he has run out of gold, sell any other bits you have to the blacksmith as well. And now head back to Faendal. We can now make Faendal our follower and do the archery training trick. This won't work with the unofficial patch installed, by the way. I just wanted to flag that as I've got 0 mods installed currently. But we're just going to ask him to train us 5 times. The gold we have accumulated will help with this, and then we're going to level up and take our gold back and ask him to train us again. As simple as that, a very quick boost to our archery skills. It is possible for Faendal to train you to level 50. I got to level 35 this way, but then needed to level up again, so we will use him for the other 15 levels later. One final thing in Helgen, speak to Gerda for a few more free things and to progress the questline onto Whiterun, which is where we are heading next. Now we aren't actually heading inside Whiterun just yet. Speak to the coachman and ask him to take you to Morthal first of all, and this is where we're going to level up our first skill to 100. Once in Morthal, head north over the bridge and then turn right past the mill. Eventually you'll reach Meerwatch. Now Faendal can come in handy here. Meerwatch is always guarded by this chorus, and at this early level this thing might kill you, so be cautious and use your follower to help kill it. Once it's dealt with, read Han's journal to start the short quest. Cast a flame spell on the seal in front of the door and the door will be unlocked. Once inside, head left and up to the 2nd level. Up here there is a garden where we can grow our alchemy ingredients, which will be our first and probably most important skill. This skill's very underrated. We want to grab the creep cluster, the Mora tapenella and the scaly phalotia which are already growing here. And in the fertile soil you want to plant 3 creep cluster, 5 Mora tapenella and 3 scaly Philotia. It has to be this number because this will give us 15 of each ingredient every time. Now head downstairs, sleep for 3 days and your ingredients will have grown. You can pick to receive 15 of each and just repeat this process. Sleep for 3 days and collect your ingredients. Sleep for 3 days and so on. You want to do this until you have about 370 to 380 of each ingredient as shown here. Now head over to the alchemy table, and this process is quite important. First of all, make enough potions to get to level 20 alchemy, then use perk points to unlock the first 2 levels of alchemist. Then make enough potions to get to the next level up point, and now put a perk point into physician. Now make enough potions to get to the next level up point, and this time put a perk point in benefactor. Then make enough potions for another level up point and put a third perk point into alchemist. What we're doing here, guys, is ensuring our potions are maxed. Each of these points will make them stronger, which will in turn make them worth more and level alchemy faster. Now you want to accelerate to alchemy level 60 and put a 4th perk point in alchemist. And now finally to level 80 alchemy to put the 5th and final perk point in alchemist. And now you can make potions until you'll hit level 100. And that's it. It'll take you maybe an hour to do the sleeping and collecting of ingredients, but it's worth it. This is such a useful skill to have at level 100. It unlocks so many doors, and this skill plus the extremely valuable potions we've just made will help us progress our next lot of skills. Now we want to catch a ride over to Dawnstar. Once in Dawnstar, wait outside until eventually the Khajiit caravans appear. Once they do, head inside the inn and sleep to get the well rested perk. And now you want to head over to the east side of the town. Hidden just next to these rocks inside the trees is an invisible chest which actually contains the Khajiit caravan's items. It's quite a well known Easter egg now, but this is what we are going to level up our next skill to 100, speech. You can grab all the stuff in this chest if you want to. Before I forget, we've leveled up a few times since we last used Faendal, so get 5 more free levels into Archery. Remember, he can take us all the way to level 50 for free. Now using all the stuff we've just took from the chest, head inside the Jarl's Longhouse and disenchant a load of the stuff we just looted to get a load of free levels into Enchanting, which is nice. We've also leveled up again, which is cool, so we can get 5 more free levels of Archery from Faendal.
What do you want me to carry?
Now what I actually did now is go back to Whiterun and use the sell, attack and reload trick at the shop to get a load of gold, as for some reason I thought speech was leveled by the exchange of gold. It's not. It's the exchange of the value of the item, so you don't need to do this. The more valuable item, the greater the level gain. Remember all those potions we made? Go to the Khajiit caravans and just sell them all. Even if she has no gold, do it anyway and it'll level speech very fast. And once you've got rid of them all, run back to the chest I showed you and you can just take all your potions back. And then go back to the Khajiit caravans and just repeat that process. Once you level up, you can also get more archery levels from Faendal, don't forget. In doing this process, you'll be able to get speech to 100 in absolutely no time at all. When completed, don't forget to go back to the chest one final time and grab all your potions back. Selling them for gold is going to be helpful in leveling our next skill. What I'm going to do in order to speed this up is level the left hand side of the speech tree all the way to the top, so shopkeepers have more gold to trade with. Now head to Farengar, the wizard in Whiterun. What you want to do now is invest 500 gold with him, and then buy any filled soul gems. It doesn't matter which sizes, just get them all. Then you want to sell him the potions we've made. Save your game, attack, and load your game, and this will reset his inventory, and then you can just buy the soul gems again and sell him potions. Repeat this until all your potions are gone. I recommend also buying from him the spellbooks Fast Healing, Muffle, Stone Flesh and Soul Trap as well, as we'll need these later. After selling all the potions and buying the soul gems, I now have, I think it's about 300 across all the different sizes, which is what we'll need to get Enchanting to level 100. But what we're going to do first is head north of Whiterun to Halted Stream Mine. Deal with the bandits outside here first and then fight your way inside. The main reason we are here is for the Transmute Mineral Ore spell, which turns iron ore into silver ore and then silver ore into gold. Also mine all the iron ore whilst you're here. Now go back to Whiterun and using the transmute spell turn the iron ore into gold. Just wait each time to restore your magicka, which will make it faster. Once you have the gold ore, I had 43 in total, turn this into gold ingots at the smelter. Now comes another weird glitch. If you drop a load of the ingots on the floor as shown here, you can use follower commands to ask Faendal to pick it all up one by one. Once you've done this, just fast travel away from this location and then fast travel back again. All the gold bars will be on the floor, but Faendal will also have them in his inventory. It just duplicates them. So we're going to repeat this to multiply these gold bars, so just keep asking him to pick them up and then fast travelling away and back to this location and they'll be there again. I did it until eventually I had like 500 of these. I forgot to show it here, but make sure you pick up the warrior stone as well and sleep for faster levelling. And now turn all these gold bars into gold rings, which is a really fast way of levelling smithing. I didn't quite hit level 100, but it's okay as we need to craft a load of iron daggers anyway. I'm also going to get a few perk points to get dwarven smithing and buy some dwarven metal from the blacksmith as well, as making dwarven bows also levels smithing really quickly. We want to craft about 300 iron daggers in total, plus a few dwarven bows if needed to get smithing all the way to 100. So keep saving, attacking and reloading until you've got about 300 iron ingots or iron ore. So now just get crafting those 300 iron daggers, plus any dwarven bows to fast level smithing, all the way to level 100. Now that we have alchemy, speech and smithing at 100, we can concentrate on the fourth skill which unlocks a lot of doors, enchanting. But first we need to head to Solitude. In Solitude, go to the Fletcher and buy a weapon with the banishing enchantment. Then head to Radiant Raiment and buy items that have alchemy, plus all the skills of magicka, restoration, alteration and so on. And now go to the standing stones and switch to the mage stone. Faendal was carrying some iron daggers for me as I couldn't carry everything, so I'm going to grab those off him now for the levelling enchanting part. Now what we need to do is disenchant the enchanted items we bought in Solitude and start to enchant the iron daggers with banishing using our soul gems. You can start filling up the left and middle of the skill tree as well if you wish. Enchant the daggers until you hit level 100. Easy. And once that is done, make sure you pick up the top enchanting perk, Extra Effect, as we need this to do the next part. Head down to the blacksmith and buy yourself a set of light armour and a set of heavy armour, plus get a necklace and ring as well. I bought this leather set and then a steel plate set, but it doesn't need to be a full set though. I ended up buying ebony boots as the blacksmith didn't have any steel ones. Now say goodbye to Faendal, we need to not have a follower for this part. At the enchanting table, enchant Fortify Restoration and Alteration on the necklace, ring and both the light and heavy chest plate, plus the light and heavy helmet. At enchanting 100, each item will have 25% magicka cost reduction, as shown here, meaning we can cast both skills of magic indefinitely. Now here comes the fun part. Unequip all items and go and punch someone in the face, then quickly equip the Stone Flesh spell and fast healing. Everyone in Dragon's Reach will attack you, so start spamming the spells and you'll start levelling Restoration, Alteration and Light Armour at the same time, and just keep spamming and make sure you don't die. Every time you level up you can throw points into Light Armour if you wish to increase your survivability. Now you want to do this until you hit level 50 in Restoration and Alteration, and then sheathe your spells and pay your measly bounty. I got both of these spells to level 50 as shown here, plus light armour to level 53 in no time at all. You can do the same for heavy armour now if you wish, but I'm going to do that after this next part, so head up to Winterhold and join the college. In the college find Colette Morence, the Restoration Professor, and buy from her the Turn Undead spell. And then speak to Tolfdir and buy the Telekinesis spell. Now go and sleep for the Well Rested perk and then head down through the trapdoor into the midden. Down here you will find a solitary Draugr. Cast Turn Undead on it continually to level your restoration skill to level 75. This won't take you long at all and it's faster to do this once we have 100% cost reduction as we don't need to wait. Now find Colette again and buy the Turn Greater Undead spell, plus the Grand Healing spell. Go back to the Draugr and cast Turn Greater Undead. This will help us get to level 100 restoration quicker. Now we are going to Hobbs Fall Cave, just west of Winterhold as shown here on the map. Before we head inside however, I recommend picking up the perk Respite from the restoration tree. This will restore stamina as well as health from healing spells. The reason I recommend this is there are a lot of mages in this section and they will likely be high levels by now, and we haven't really focused on much combat skills so we'll likely struggle. So we're going to get sprinting through this location, casting restoration magic to keep our stamina topped up. When you get into the main room in the far left corner, get all the spell books from the ancient tome chest, then make a swift exit. Once you are back outside, equip the Telekinesis spell and use it on any item you can pick up. Make sure you keep hold of the spell and then fast travel back to Whiterun, and this will instantly level Alteration all the way to 100, and this is the fastest skill to max level in the game. Now this section we will take a few more skills to level 100 in no time at all, and these are the quickest skills to level up. They just needed all the prep work beforehand. First sleep to get the well rested perk, and then you want to smith a few more rings, more amulets, chest plates and helmets, as shown here. Now go up to Dragon's Reach, and what I recommend doing is enchanting Fortify Destruction, Fortify Conjuration, Fortify Illusion, and finally Alchemy on these rings, amulets, chest plates and helmets. It doesn't matter which way you do it. I went for Destruction and Conjuration on one set, and then Illusion on one set and Alchemy on the last set. But I don't know why I didn't double up on these sets, but hey ho. Then just like our Restoration and Alteration armour, you'll have sets which cover off the other schools of Magicka plus Alchemy. Equip your 100% illusion cost reduction set and then repeatedly cast Muffle over and over again as shown here. This will level up illusion extremely quickly, and before you know it, another skill to level 100. Now I am going to unequip this set and equip the set I made that has Fortify Destruction and Fortify Conjuration on it, and also switch over to the Soul Trap spell. Now find yourself a body, here is one I made earlier, and this time spam cast Soul Trap on the body, and this will level up Conjuration fast, like really fast. And there you go, Conjuration to level 100 in no time at all either. Now without even pausing, we want to switch over to the Unbounded Storm spell, which is one of the ones that we found inside the Spell Tome chest in Hobbs Fall Cave. Cast the spell, and like we did with Telekinesis, keep it held down and fast travel across the map to instantly level this skill up. Whiterun is quite central, this might not do it first time, so I'll repeat this back down to the Standing Stones. And there we have it. Look at how many levels we've increased here. I've gone from overall 48 to 58. Destruction Magic is also at level 100 now. The mage skills really are the quickest, they just need the prep work to achieve it. How many skills do we have at 100 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're halfway. At the Standing Stones, I'm going to switch back to the Thief Stone now. And I'm also going to re-equip the Restoration and Alteration armour that we have, because we're going to start levelling light armour back up again. So go sleep and then punch someone in Dragon's Reach again. I'd recommend doing this until you hit around light armour level 80 and then sheathing your spells. I love how everyone just stops and carries on their business. Now equip your heavy armour set that has Restoration and Alteration on it, and go back to the Standing Stones and this time get the Warrior Stone. Go sleep in the bed, you know the drill by now. And punch someone else in Dragon's Reach. I bet they're like, not this idiot again. And repeat the process of casting Grand Healing whilst all the guards attack you. It does level this skill quickly this way, I think. I also recommend taking heavy armour all the way up to level 80, and when you hit this you can sheath your spells and pay the fine. Go back to Radiant Raiment and buy an item with fortified block on it, and then go back to Whiterun and get yourself a shield. I grabbed an ebony one. Sleep in the bed and then enchant the shield with fortified block. You can put another enchantment on it if you wish, but this is the main one we need. I also went for fortified health. You can also put the fortified block enchantment on your gauntlets. Now take your shield and go and find your nearest giant camp. You're clearly skilled at riling up everyone in Dragon's Reach, so won't have any trouble getting the giants to attack you, which is exactly what we want. Having a giant hit your shield is the fastest way of leveling block that I know of. They do hit very hard though, especially direct hits, so I recommend having Grand Healing in your other hand and use this to heal yourself whenever your health drops low, and this will level block really quickly. Now the reason I didn't say to take light armor and heavy armor higher than level 80 is I think the giants are the better method to level up these last few levels. It is a bit quicker I think than using the Dragon's Reach method, so you can deliberately take a few hits if you wish to level this up. And using the giants we are going to get our heavy armor skill to 100, shortly followed by our block skill to 100. Now go grab the Thief Stone and sleep again, and this time we will use the giants to level up our light armor skill to 100. Only I think 6 more skills to go guys, almost at the end. For the next skill I'm going to employ one of the most broken tricks in the game. I don't tend to use this as I don't really like it, I think it breaks the mechanics too much. To do this we want to buy Abyssinian Longfin and a salt pile from the alchemist in Whiterun. Then find Faendal again and do the drop and command pick up trick to multiply these. We want maybe 10 of them I think in total, maybe a bit more. We also want to buy Blister Wart and Spriggan Sap from the alchemist as well. Then equip the 4 pieces of alchemy gear that we made earlier and combine the Abyssinian Longfin with Salt Pile to create a fortified restoration potion. Now follow these steps very carefully if you want to do this. Take the potion and then unequip all of your gear, and now re-equip your gear. Create the same potion again and notice how this one is now stronger. It was 120% before and it's now 422%. Take this potion and unequip and re-equip your alchemy gear again, and this is called the restoration loop and is a bug. Create another potion and this time it's at 1948%, and you can repeat this and make insanely broken potions. Look at this one, 4.2 million%, and this isn't even that high. Now I'm going to combine the Blister Wart and Spriggan Sap, and this makes a smithing potion, and this one will improve weapons and armour over 2.5 million% apparently, and I only went a few more loops up. I bought a load of ebony weapons, so I'm going to take this potion I made and improve them. Now as I said, I didn't even take this as crazy as it can be taken, and these weapons will probably one-shot everything even on legendary difficulty still. I personally don't like this trick as it renders combat pointless, but it will help us level sneak up now, so I wanted to show you how to do it if you wanted to make a monster crazy build. Now we want to progress the main story forward past Bleak Falls Barrow and the dragon attack up to the quest called Way of the Voice, where we can go speak to the Greybeards. Now to level sneak, equip the broken dagger we have made and hide behind the Greybeards and attack them. The Greybeards cannot die and have a really high health pool. The dagger will do a lot of damage and this will level your sneak skill quicker. If you have enough perk points you can even grab Assassin's Blade if you wish, although I think with weapons like these we don't really need the extra damage. I found it fastest if you can get 2 of the Greybeards in this room and you can switch between the 2. If you attack one of them too quickly they may become hostile towards you, so be careful, but this is a quick method to get sneak up to level 100. And there we go. 5 more skills to go. The next 3 skills are going to be combat skills, so go and pick up the Warrior Stone and sleep in a bed again. And now go speak to the stable owner outside Whiterun and buy yourself a horse. I recommend putting your difficulty up to legendary here so we don't accidentally kill the horse. Also, don't use your broken weapons, just buy some new ones, those will kill it in one hit. Now I wish I knew a better method for leveling combat than this, let me know in the comments if there is a way. But I just repeatedly attack the horse and then heal it, and these are probably the longest of the skills in the game to level up. You can use the shout that increases your weapon swing speed to do this. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, basically, it's time to grind, and grind hard for one-handed, two-handed and archery. When you have done one-handed and two-handed, for archery I recommend travelling to Fort Amol here on the map. Inside the Fort Amol prison there is a bucket next to a bookcase with a lantern in it. Remove the lantern and there will be a spellbook, Conjure Bow, hidden inside. This is the best way of levelling archery as it gives you unlimited arrows. Now just do as before, shoot arrows at the horse to level up this skill. Just remember to heal the horse when its health drops low, you don't want to kill it. Or maybe you will after levelling up these skills, I don't know. But there we have it. Only 2 more skills to go guys, Lockpicking and Pickpocket. Go back to the Thief Stone, and to level up Lockpicking we are going to have to go Lockpicking. I recommend starting with all the major cities first of all, just waiting them until it is night time and then the doors will be locked. Just go around unlocking them to level this skill up. I recommend using Windhelm though. In the far left corner of Windhelm there are a few houses that have master locks, and these are harder to open and will break lockpicks a lot faster, but will also level the skill up a lot faster. This can be a tedious skill to level up, so I also recommend joining the Thieves Guild and speaking to Vex. She can help train you up to level 90 lockpicking, so whenever you level up, go and buy 5 levels from her to speed it up. I actually leveled up here again, so I was able to progress 10 levels at this point, and because we've got so much gold it doesn't really matter how much it costs. Time is money, right? Another good place to go level up your lockpicking is the Dwemer Museum inside Markarth. Speak to Calcemo and offer to kill the spider Nimhi for him, which is causing his excavation attempts a few problems. Doing this will grant you access inside the Dwemer Museum. Now at this point, if you haven't already done so, I recommend fully maxing the sneak skill tree. This place is full of guards, and although we are allowed inside, they may not take kindly to you unlocking everything. A fully maxed sneak tree means even if they are right in front of you, they probably won't notice. There are a ton of locks to pick in here which should progress you on quite a few levels. If you level up like I did again, make sure to get 5 more levels from Vex. And now once you hit level 95, what I recommend doing is using skill books to get the last 5 levels, as these take the longest. Skill book 1 is inside the Thieves Guild in one of the training rooms on a barrel. This is the Advances in Lockpicking book. Skill book 2 is inside Mistveil Keep. Head behind the Jarl's throne and into the Jarl's quarters, and you'll find the book next to the bed. It is called Survey of Thieves. Skill book 3 is located inside the Jarl's Longhouse in Morthal, and it's actually really hard to find. It's upstairs in the room on the right and is right in the very corner of the bookcase. It's called the Lock Room. Skill book 4 is located inside Dawnstar Prison, so do what we do best and punch a guard to get in. Once inside, the Wolf Queen version 1 is located behind the pillar in the far corner. The final skill book is located in Faldar's Tooth just west of Riften. To find this one, head up to the top of the tower. Can this bandit actually see me? That was weird. Anyway, head up to the top of the tower like so. Once at the top you'll find this skill book on a table and it's called Proper Lock Design. And there we go, Lockpicking 100. Now to level up Pickpocket, what I recommend doing here is grabbing all of the perks in the lockpicking tree. If you don't have enough, then make Alteration legendary and use the Telekinesis trick to max this. Repeat a few times and you'll have enough points. We'll be doing this shortly anyway. I'm also going to put 1 perk point into Pickpocket, and then finally put a few points into Illusion to get quiet casting. This is important for this step so we aren't spotted. We also need the invisibility spell. You can get this from Drevis inside the college if you don't already have it. Now we may as well stick to our script right. Go to Riften and punch a guard. Look, I just can't help myself. Take me to jail, it's fine. Once inside, sneak and pick this lock. It'll be easy with max lockpicking and all the perks. Now cast invisibility and you want to turn left down this hallway, and then left and left again and into this room. At the back of this room you'll find a chest, and this chest has all your gear in it, so grab all that. Put on your illusion armour and then cast invisibility again, as your spell will drop as soon as you interact with the chest. The guard in the room opposite will get up shortly and do the round, so follow him out. Keep your invisibility up. Now in this dresser here you want to store most of your gold, just leave yourself about 200. Cast invisibility again, and I recommend saving your game here in case you're spotted by the guard. What you want to do is put the 200 gold in this prisoner's pocket and then just pick it again. And now just keep repeating this. It doesn't matter if it fails, it's only the guards we don't want to see us. And just keep repeating this to fast level pickpocket. You can also grab the cut purse perk if you want at level 40. It doesn't take any time at all to level this skill. And you can at higher levels if you want go and take more gold to level it up faster. At level 70 I went and increased the amount to about 750 gold, and then at level 80 I increased it to 1000 gold. And there we go, level 100 pickpocket super fast. Before we escape, make sure you pick up all your gold from the chest, and don't want to leave that in there. Congratulations, that's how we get every skill to level 100 in Skyrim. Now to get every single perk you want to re-equip your Alteration armour. To get to level 252, which is where we will have all 251 perks in the game, make Alteration legendary. This is the fastest and easiest skill to get to level 100. Then cast Telekinesis on an item, fast travel, make the skill legendary again, and then just repeat this. In total you want to do this 147 times, and you'll now be level 252 and can have every single perk. Now it only seems fitting now we're fully maxed to go and fight the Ebony Warrior, right? Here he is.
Need something?
This is odd.
Need
okay,
something?
is this a glitch? He isn't fighting.
What do you need? Need something?
Oh no, it's the need something glitch. Is the quest equipped? Yeah, it looks to be. Okay. Okay, let's try fast travelling back here. Right, here we go.
Need something?
Oh, it's still doing it. Fight me, damn it.
What do you need?
Should we just attack?
Hey, watch it. At last.
Oh, okay, we killed the Ebony Warrior in one hit. Well, that was an anticlimax. I hope you found this guide useful. If you do, please subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss any of my future Skyrim content. See you next time.